Welcome RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and I made a huge mistake. One door has cost me thousands of dollars. I'm not kidding. When I originally went to get my septic permit, I told them 2-bedroom, because that's what the Barndominium is, it's 2-bedroom. I took up my plans up to the Planning Commission for the county, and I submitted my approved septic permit for 2 bedrooms, and the Planning Commission said my building permit was approved, right? Yahoo, woohoo! No, not so fast. They looked at it and they said, Mr. Roberts, you got a 3-bedroom Barndominium. See, I still can't count 2 or 3. And I said, what are you talking about? Well, your office has a window, a door for egress, and also has access to a bathroom. No closet, still a bedroom. Oh my goodness. What am I to do? Well, guys, I have to call the state back to come and do a second septic permit. You gotta be kidding me. Another $500. Will we have to change it? What's gonna happen? Check this out. Beautiful day. Like deja vu all over again, isn't it? This is Kayla with T-Deck. She was out here once before surveying. We're going to put our septic tank. She did a great job. I appreciate you. I'm sorry having to come out again.
See what we can do for you.
Apparently this was my fault, because what happened is I asked for a 2-bedroom septic, and she came out and set me up for a 2-bedroom septic for my Barndominium, and they told me my building permit was approved, and I come up there and pay for it. And I get up there, and it's like they're reviewing it all over again. They go, you have a 3-bedroom, but you got a 2-bedroom septic permit. I said, no, I got a 2-bedroom and an office. Well, you got a door to your bathroom in your office. It's got a door to egress, and you have a window. You got a bedroom in Tennessee. Oh, I can eliminate the door, but I want that door to my bathroom. So now she's back out here, and we need a bigger septic system. So hopefully we can find one that works for us and get her back on her way. $500 more though. Woo!
Afraid so.
We're gonna make it worth it this time. Originally, so the Barndominium's going here on the top of this ridge right here. We've got the septic going down the little valley over there, septic tank. I'm having a four carport solar system over there, and I'm also bringing a shed to house to put the powerhouse in and my storage. And I'm thinking the septic may do better over here. And it does slope down gently, and hopefully the soil's just as good. And then I can do the well and not have to worry about the field lines, and because there's those valleys over there and all that. And originally I do want to clear out some more of that land over there. So we'll see how it works over here. Yeah, anywhere out in there. Yeah. Look at this trail, my goodness. I got a deer trail here that's like a highway. Yeah, so all of this, even that road is going to go away. Yeah, so all of this right here, you see how it slopes down gently this way? So if we did the septic, houses over there, the septic tank right there, and then
main thing is going to be 25 foot away from that.
Yep.
If you're not going to use that road anymore,
no,
I can put field lines.
All of that can just anything you want those directions.
All right, well, let's start here and we'll work our way that way.
All right. I don't know if I should be walking through this poison ivy with my bare legs, but well, it is what it is.
That's the time of year.
Yeah. Hey, at least I'm walking now, right? And just a few weeks, I'm 5 weeks out of surgery.
Well, you're doing
And
good
they said,
then.
yeah, they said they want to do me. I'm doing squats, and I got lucky. I got real lucky.
Hopefully you're on the mend.
Yeah. Well, I was going to physical therapy 3 times a week. Now I'm going 2 times a week. I call it PT, pain therapy.
That's right.
Woo-hoo. Them ladies put me. It's tough. And then I go to the gym on my own also and do the stuff they teach me there. So hopefully it facilitates healing. So if you don't mind, describe to the people what you're doing here.
All right, so most of the time here we have to have at least 24 inches, which is this tape that's kind of covered up now. But we have to have 24 inches of suitable soil before we can put field lines in. So I'm looking at color, roots, things like that to see what kind of soil we have here. And then I'll take the bedroom number and the type of soil that's here, and that's how we determine how much field line you need.
And when we did the other side, she was I thought she said she was amazed how well the soil was over there for Tennessee, for West Tennessee, because I know when we did Grandma Carol's down where the log home is, it was terrible. It was white, compacted, and we got up here and we got some pretty good soil. So hopefully she finds the same thing on this side.
That's right. Normally in this area, the soil is just, it's hit or miss. It's either pretty good or it's usable, but not the greatest. But we'll see.
So in the soil, what are you looking for? What kind of characteristics make you think, oh, this is good stuff for drainage?
The earthy brown color that we have here is good. You can see kind of in this area, like the white that's starting to come through. That's just where it doesn't drain as quickly.
Right.
So that's where water has set and pulled color out of it.
Yep.
So starting to get into some stuff that's not real great, but it's still useful. So we just have to see if we have at least a 24-inch mark.
Now, having all the rain we've had off and on, how does that affect? It just shows you where it pools, right? Okay.
Yeah, we do this all winter long too, so it's just a little wetter and muddier then.
Yep.
But same concept.
Yeah, you can see how dark that dirt is on top there. I guess that's all the leafage that's decaying and everything. So that's why you don't want to disturb your soil,
That's right.
for your septic lines, because that definitely affects the drainage.
You definitely want me to come out first.
And it really works good if we do end up getting this side, because I don't plan on disturbing. Everything is going to stay. And the way these pines are set up, I think the septic guys will be able to easily do his channels. Whereas over there, how thick that was, and
yeah, most of this, it's small enough they can work around it.
Yeah.
They may have to take out some, but it won't be all the big stuff. If we left it over there, it would have been 330 foot of field line for your 3-bedroom and that type of soil. This, you're looking at 370.
Okay.
Just because this doesn't drain as quickly.
Right.
So that would be, over on the other side, would be what we call a 60-minute soil. So it means it takes up 60 minutes, take up 1 inch of water, where this would be more like a 75.
Gotcha. And that's for me, that's the advantage on this side, because we can do it as big as we want, because I have no intentions of ever disturbing this property over here. So
that is at 24 inches there.
Yep. I see it's getting a little wider. Yep. Okay.
So that's normal soil for this area. Still usable.
It really helps me when I get the dozer and excavator out here, because before the flags were all in and around where we're going to be clearing, and I'd have to really watch them hard. Now I can just put a string line across and say, don't cross there.
That's right. The best thing to do.
Because to ask them not to hit the flags or run over the flags, a little harder.
That's right. They get a little excited sometimes.
You heard the story about the bent trees? It's supposedly it's a country legend that when you see a bent tree like that, the indigenous people that lived here before formed it that way to point towards something. So when you're in the woods and you see a tree that was formed like that, maybe they were pointing towards where the water is located, or where the headquarters or something. I don't know.
I've learned something.
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's a country legend, I guess you'd say. Pioneer legend. marking trees. I don't know how they bent them. I don't know how they formed them, you know, to make them grow like that.
Right.
But you ever found a arrowhead or anything in doing this?
I have not. Haven't found any. The only thing I find is roots.
Yeah, probably a lot.
Actually, I wasn't too far from here, and it was real overgrown, and the homeowner I met out there, I mean, there was just stuff laying around everywhere, and I started hitting something, and I said, well, if that's a pot of gold, I'll split it with you. I said, but now if it's a dead body or something, we got to go.
I used to own this property right there, and when I built this little road right here to my mom's, I was clearing out down by the field down there, and I hit metal, and I pulled it up, and it was like a 3 foot by 5 foot RC Cola sign. I mean, old, like from the, you know, well, old 50s, 40s, whatever it was. Looked it up, trying to find out exactly which one it was. Everyone was trying to say, you know, some of, you know, like the turn of the century and stuff. I don't know if it was that old because it hadn't rusted completely away.
Yeah.
I had it hanging in my barn. I got it saved. Now I'm gonna put it up in my new barn.
That'd be good.
But yeah, that was just. I mean, how did that get out in the middle of these woods? At some point, was there a store out here, or just, you know?
There's no telling what's out here. I'm still finding stuff at my place, and I cleaned it up real good when I bought it. That's been 5 years ago now. But I still find stuff after it rains real heavy. I'll be cutting grass and something will be laying out there. I found a golf ball the other day, and I don't know how it got there because nobody lives around it.
So you can see we walked from all the way over there to the south, and on the other side of the ridge over there, the north side, is where we were planning on doing the septic before. So I think I'm going to pay $500 extra. I think we're getting our money's worth getting on the other side there. It's going to be better benefit me in the long run. Now it's time to put some flags out. Woohoo!
Give you some more flags.
She can walk a lot quicker than I can. What's that called, a transom?
Transit.
Transit, oh yeah.
So this will tell us how the ground lays. It'll show the contour of the ground because our field lines have to be set on contour.
My son's in civil engineering school at Mississippi State. He said one of his favorite classes was surveying.
Really?
Yeah, he said he really enjoyed that. Yeah, transom's on a boat. See, I was in the Navy and I get the whole nautical thing going. Transom's on a boat. Transit is what surveyors use. I had to correct that. Yeah, it probably is a little easier in the late fall and winter when the leaves are gone, isn't it? Shooting these, you know, the weather's not quite as good, but makes your job a little easier.
Yeah, you don't have near as much to have to try to shoot behind. You don't have snakes and ticks and all the good
Yeah, there's
stuff.
no seams.
Yeah.
Buddy of mine calls them, he calls them danger noodles.
That's right.
Danger noodles.
I will leave you out here if I see one.
Well, I definitely can't run as fast as you, so I'm
My coworker, we were walking through the woods the other day on a job, and there's a creek there beside us, and he walked over there. He's looking off the creek, and I started walking off, and he said, "Oh no." And I said, "What?" And I turned around. He said, "Keep walking, don't even come back," because he knows how I am with snakes. I have left him before.
See, I'm that way with spiders.
I don't like them either, but I can deal with a spider better than a snake. So.
I'm out riding in the woods on a ATV or something, and a big old spider web goes across my face. It's over. I'm off that thing and pulling it out of my Yeah,
I don't like spiders, but I'm worse with snakes. So. We had discussed me and spiders right after my coworker started. And I told him, I said, I don't do snakes, I don't do spiders. Well, I was driving one day, and he was in there with me. And under my console in my truck, there's a little gap. Well, I just see legs coming out on my side. I didn't say anything. He said all he knew, we were riding down the road, and he starts seeing the truck do this. And there was a field road. I pulled out and was out of the truck. He said, what are you doing? I said, there's a spider in there. He said, well, it's fine. He said, I didn't know. I said, you're fine. I got us off the road safely. I said, but now you got to find that spider before I'm getting back in.
I do honeybees, and sometimes I'll transport them in the cab, closed up, and it never fails. Some of them will get out, and I'm driving down the highway with bees flying. You're like, oh, just let me get home. Let me get home. So they're going to be running to the southeast, that way? Okay.
We'll get us a new grade out here. And hopefully this next line will lay out the same way.
So one line is up, next line's a little bit lower, next line, okay.
That's the plan anyways.
Gotcha. So one set of flags, first run, two set of flags, second run. We're gonna have 3 runs.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Depends on how long they are. I just gotta get these to lay out right.
Here's one of the hazards going out in the woods doing this. Oh, we got a tick. Got a tick. Get off here. Tick. Tick. Ah, Lone Star tick. Field lines right here. She is up in the woods right there. Looks like right there be where the septic tank would be. Barndominium right over there. We'll have the solar on that side, carport, powerhouse. Eventually have a shed, a workshop right there. Again, the driveway comes up. Barndominium right there on top of the ridge. Red flag where the tank's going to be.
Yeah, I can put one over
Yeah,
here.
that way. Show them. So once you issue the permit, I get that, and what point do I need to call you back out?
Once the building's here and you find an installer.
So the building's in place and the septic's installed.
That's right.
I mean, covered up and ready?
No, so whoever you get to install it, if you use somebody local, they'll know to call. But normally they call the day that they start digging, and we try to get here before they even get through.
Yeah.
So they'll dig it, I'll come back, check everything, they can cover it up for them.
Now, I wanted to get my well and my septic. I'm gonna be living in a camper trailer. I wanted the septic before the house. Is that possible?
You can do that.
Okay. All right,
As long as, normally it's
I'll have the foundation. I'll have the foundation down.
Normally it's the last thing, just because when people do construction, you don't want them running over your field lines.
Yep.
But with it being over in this area, I just fence it off.
Absolutely. Good, good. Yeah, so I get the pad done, get the foundation going, and know where that's at, get the septic in, give you a call back.
That's right.
Awesome.
And as long as your well is 50 foot somewhere.
Well's going to be now where the old septic was.
That's right. That'll be perfect.
Awesome. Thank you. Looks good.
We're good to go. They all run together after a while. I've had several customers like that.
Yeah, there's just a few companies, and you know, a lot of them are family owned.
That's
you know, the
right.
well, the septic, the foundation, the electrical,
That's right.
yeah, plumbing. Yeah. I caught a swarm.
Well, good.
I caught a new swarm of honeybee. They were on the post office or the mailbox of the fire station in Somerville.
Oh.
Fire chief called me and said, "Hey, you want a swarm?" I said, "Well, as long as it ain't too high," so it's on a mailbox. I said, "I'll be right there." That's easy. I can't climb. Normally they're about 18 feet up, you know, in a tree. I have to get on a ladder and stuff, but no, that.
The mailbox is a lot easier.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. They're doing great too. So.
Okay.
Kayla, I sure appreciate
All right,
it for
thank
coming
you.
out again. Thank you very much.
Hopefully I'll see you next time.
She thought this was going to be an easy one. Just we're going to modify the old place. No, made her do it all over. So
That's okay.
thank you very much.
I'd rather do that now.
I'll send you. Oh, I got something for you here. In a second. So next time you're doing permitting or whatever, you see RidgeLife got her an ink pen. You have a great day.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Well, you saw what Kayla said. Yes, we had to make it bigger for 3-bedroom. Now I could have left it there on that north side. But 220 feet would end up being, you know, 370 feet, or actually 270 feet on the north side. But I would have gotten into where I wanted the solar panels to be, the carport, the powerhouse and all that, and eventually another pasture there on the north side. So I think it makes so much more sense, like we did, moving it to the south side. Never gonna touch that area. But guys, 370 feet plus 145 feet of drain line. That's gonna cost a lot of money. Not just in the $1,000 I paid for septic permits, right? Did it twice. What about the extra hundreds of feet of trenching and laying of the PVC pipe and drain line? They won't let me do it myself. You gotta be a certified septic installer. Mo siree, you can't do it, no. This cost me big time. Well, now that we know where it's at and what it's going to look like, let's actually get the old permit layout and the new permit layout, show you what we're going to do compared to what we were going to do so you can visualize what you just saw. Looking at the old permit, now I know this drawing, part of it's upside down, sideways, whatever, but I did want to have it representational to driving up to the Barndominium. So the driveway driving up to the Barndominium will be right on top of the ridge. When you're coming up to the right, do plan a shop right there, a big shop, that'll be sometime in the future. Off to the left, big open area. And you can see the proposed solar panels. That's carport, 4-car carport, probably up a little bit higher up in here. I've got all the way up until these field lines. And then, of course, the parking was the solar panels. And I'll have, of course, a powerhouse, too, having to be built for the solar system. So you can see right next to the Barndominium, you got a 5-foot minimum. This is the septic tank. Now you can go plus or minus 70 feet, 3-inch PVC on out to 2 lines that curve towards a gully to the left of 110 foot each. No drain line needed. This again was for a 2-bedroom Barndominium. So 210 feet of field lines. Now let's look at the new permit for a 3-bedroom Barndominium. Looking at the new septic permit, you can see that we still drive up from the curved driveway. The proposed shop is still on the right. Here is the now 3-bedroom Barndominium. The solar panel 4-carport system will be more up here now that there's no septic over there. It can be all the way to the back where I want it. And of course the driveway comes up. You can go right over to there, eventually to the garage. But now that it's the septic is to the south, I'm never going to touch any of this area. You can see it, gully goes back to the top right, big gully, the gulch on the bottom right, reserve area, do not touch behind the shop. Fine with me. Keeps my property line is about 100 yards off to the right here. And we can see now that we, instead of having 210 feet of field lines, we've got 370 feet of field lines. We've also got a 145-foot drain line. This ground is not as good as to the north, but It gets it out of the way. I'm never going to be driving over this, never going to damage it. Let it do what it do, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. All in all, I think we're doing all right. Yeah, I spent a little more money than I wanted to, but we're moving forward with progress on the Barndominium, and that's something we haven't been doing in a long, long time here on RidgeLife, right guys? So guys, we're gonna get up there on that north side, start pulling those flags, and I am gonna let you go. If you haven't subscribed to RidgeLife, what are you waiting for? It's 100% free. You'll get to see this journey right from the beginning. If you wanna hear the beans being spilled, find out what's going on before the big videos, go check out RidgeLife Ramblings, my vlog channel. 100% free as well. So guys, until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife.